Okay, as promised, 11:35, and I'm going to do it because I said I was going to do it. I don't know if I'll put it together tonight, but I'm doing it right now. I'm going to show you how to make a sunflower out of coffee filters, okay? Because I love sunflowers. You can tell that I've done the painting, so you can see that for real I painted. So, first off, you're going to take two. You might only need one, but I did two to be safe. You're going to take two coffee filters. You're going to paint both sides green, okay? For the sake of making this a little faster, two coffee filters, paint them green. I use Grotto by Folk Art. So I painted them green, as you can see. I'm sure you know these are going to be your leaves. My suggestion on doing this, guys, is paint one side, dry it, then flip it, paint the other side. But I would say dry it because I feel like when you dry it, it gets them a little bit better, okay? So that, paint them. You can see one side's a little lighter. It's okay. So two green, okay? Then, it's your eye. You're going to do 5 brown, okay? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 are brown. Some of the yellow's on there. It's okay. You'll see why. 5 brown. Then you're going to do 3. And if you wanted it full, you could do that. 3, you're going to paint the inside brown, the outside yellow. Now, for the brown, guys, I used Java. And I used vintage mustard. I feel like that's kind of sunflowery. So you can see that I have 3 of these. So again, 3 brown in the center, and you're doing front and back. Remember, brown in the center, whatever color you want your sunflower, or you can make these regular flowers. 3 of these, 5 of these, and 2 leaves, okay? And are we ready to put it together? This is the fun part. So, it's kind of like napkins. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold this. This one's still a little wet. You're going to fold this in half, okay? Fold it in half. Crease it. You want your crease. You'll see why. Crease it. You fold it in half. You're going to fold it in half again. That's twice. Again, get your creases. It's going to help you later. Then you're going to fold it again. That's 3 times, guys. Fold it again 3 times. This is what we're at. Then, guess what you're going to do? Yes, you're going to fold it again. So that's 4 times, a 4 fold, okay? See that? 4 folds. You know, you could try and see if you could do it again, but I don't really think that you need to, okay? Okay. 4 folds. We're going to do that to all 3. So again, we're going to go half. Crease that puppy. Go half again. Crease that puppy. Go half again. Crease that puppy. And you know, you might ask after the next one, you're going to be like, why did we paint all this if we're going to be doing some cutting? Just wait for it. So we got 2. Same thing. We're going to do this one. Fold it in half. Do your crease. 2. 3. So you're doing it 4 times, y'all. 4 times, y'all. Make sure you get them lined up good, too, because you'll see why in a minute. 4 times, okay? So we folded these 4 times. Then, what we're going to do is you want to have some really good scissors. I think those are my Peking shears. These are, I consider, my good scissors. Is you're going to cut off the tip right here, about like that. You're like, well, why did I paint it? Well, you'll see, and it's gonna fly. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of cut this to a square, like, hold on, I'll show you, like that. See? You get what I'm getting at? You're kind of making your flower. See? Like that. If you want it more even, do it even. But see, you're going to do that. Same thing. We're going to do it to this one. We're going to cut the end, and then we're going to square it off. Because again, you're making your flower, okay? You want scissors that can cut through multiple layers, y'all. See? And again, you might do a better shape, but this, I'm just showing you. Same thing, you're gonna cut towards the middle. Because think about it, you're creating your sunflower, okay? You're creating your flower. Did that not cut? Like so, okay? So then what happens is you're going to open this up. And it's kind of like I said, it's kind of like tissue paper, right? But believe it or not, it's not as delicate as what you think. You're going to open it up. Now remember, you want this totally dry, so make sure you dried it. You're going to open it up. See how you're getting the flowers? Open it up. There's our half. Then we're going to open it full. And this is where I think I'd like to say it's kind of like tissue paper. So see, there's one. Get where we're going? Okay. So then, same thing to this one. We're going to open it up. Remember, you folded it 4 times, so you're going to open it up 4 times, right? 3. There's 4. And then the last section. Again, it's kind of like good old napkins or tissue paper where you're getting your final layer. But it actually does quite well. It's, you know, you'd think that this would be like a tear. It doesn't. So don't worry. Don't fret. Don't worry. Okay. Now, we want to lay this. Like, here's our sunflower, right? So we want to lay it down. Then we want to take this and we want to lay it, but we want to lay it not in the same spot. Like, you don't want it to line up, right? Because you want it to be fanned out per se. So we want to like layer it, turn it to where it's not in the same spot, right? So you see where I'm going with this? See the layers? Okay, then our last layer. Again, don't mind my messy painted fingers. So we're going to unfold this. It's like a surprise. Unfold this. And again, guys, you can cut your petals however you want, okay? You want them thinner, you want them thicker. You do you. So then I'm going to, again, lay it down and try to fan it differently than where the other ones are, right? So here's what we got. 3 layers, see? Okay, there's our sunflower part. Then we're going to take these. You're like, what the heck are we going to do with these? Well, I'm going to show you. We're going to put them all together. As close together as you can, like, line them up. Then we're going to fold them like so. Crease them in the middle. One more time. So we're basically doing it twofold. One more time. Then what we're going to do is we're going to cut slits in this. Okay? You can do your slits as big or as little as you want. You can see what I'm doing, cutting the slits. See this? Cut slits. Whoops. Now, I did see this, I think it was last year. Tammy from Tammy's Country Clutter DIY did this. I think it was last year. And I kept wanting to do it and I never did. You see how we have the slits? Okay. So, then what you kind of want to do is you kind of want to fan out your slits. Like so. Kind of rub them against and get them all. Okay, so you see where I'm going? This is the middle. So then what you want to do is once you have all this and it's kind of like, you know, you kind of loosen. It's better to loosen it up when you're see. It's just like waving to it. Then what you're going to do is you're going to basically whoops. Trying to peel it apart so that I make sure I get it all. Because if you peel it apart, you can kind of get it looser. Okay. See how if you pull it apart, you can kind of loosen it up so you can get it. Because you really want it to look like fluffy, per se, right? Then what you're going to do is you're basically going to fold this over and over and over and over and over. See what you're doing? You're getting that middle and over all the way around, pretty much. You want to get it pretty tight. So pull it tight. You know, we should probably put our hot glue on. Get your hot glue ready. I didn't, but hopefully it'll get ready. Okay. And again, we're just rolling it. Rolling it and rolling it. Okay, so then it's like this. You got this part, right? And again, fluff this out. You know, you want it pretty fluffy, so go ahead and take the time to get it fluffy. See how that is? Because, you know, sunflower is not just flat. It's like textured in the middle, right? And then once we have the glue gun on, we're basically going to glue this down. So this is our stem, right? Then while we're waiting on the glue, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be basically gluing these right into here like so. Is this not going to be super cute, you guys? But let's wait till that glue gets done. While we're waiting for that to get hot, we can go ahead and cut our leaves. Now, you basically want to cut leaves. So trying to think of what's a good leaf. Let's just draw right here. This is the nice thing about these, is our leaves are kind of like this, I'd say. Okay, well that dry erase pen does not want to work. Let's try another one. Our leaves are kind of like this, right? That's kind of a leaf. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it. Let me be accurate of telling you. I'm going to fold it in half, fold it 3 times. And I'm basically going to cut that shape, which is coming around and kind of going like this. And then coming around and going like this. See? So there's my leaf. My leaf. And the way I folded it, it'll be easy to tear. See? You only need one, but if you like a lot of leaves, you might want more. So I just wanted to make sure I had enough. And they're going to come loose, and that's okay, because you don't want them, you want them like single pretty much. Because then you can glue them on. Like 2's okay. Isn't this going to be stinking cute, you guys? Again, here's 2. Pull them apart. There's 2. And you guys, you could do this with any kind of flower. If you don't want to do sunflowers, do it with another flower. Just do it. Same thing. I'm going to fold this in half. Fold it in another half. Another half. So I did it 3. And then same thing. I'm going to kind of do the shape of a leaf. If I want to go a little thicker on this leaf, I can. My glue gun's ready. Okay. So same thing. See here? We got some leaves. Pretty simple, huh? And again, you could do if you wanted big leaves, you could just do big ones. Just do however you want. Okay, let's put those leaves aside and let's get this started. Okay, so that's my leaves. That's how you do them. But let's glue this. And what I'm going to do is kind of get some glue there so that I make sure this stays very nice and tight. And then I'm going to glue some more. And basically just keep going tight with it. Glue some more. It's not 100% tight, hot, but you see what I'm getting at? Again, get this as fluffy as you want it. Now, I'm basically going to go all the way around this. I don't know why this is not. I thought it was ready, but it's like not wanting to come out. Oh, there we go. It says, I just needed a minute, Sandy. Be patient. And I'm going to basically glue this around this, like so. Watch. See what I'm getting at? I've just glued it around the bottom. And you can kind of scrunch it. Is that a word? Scrunch it to how you want it. But see what I'm going with this? And then same thing. Then we're going to come along and grab the third one. And remember, you want to go opposite of where you already are. You don't really want your flower. You want to have layers, and you want to see those layers. See? So what I'm going to do here now is I'm just going to go little by little so that I can make sure I line it up, because I want to get in between here. So I'm just putting my glue. I'm going to turn it upside down and basically glue from the bottom up. If that makes sense. Because I want to make sure I'm getting in between these petals. See how it's doing the layers? I want in between. In between. See? And then same thing, I'm going underneath. If you once you get the first couple lined up, you can probably just go along, but just make sure you're multi-layering it per se, okay? See how I don't want I want it to be layered. What are you guys thinking? Are you thumbsing up me, or are you like, no? I just think it's super cute. This wasn't quite dry. Careful. This is why I don't have fingerprints. I probably could have cut that hole a little smaller. Okay, now we have our last layer. Same thing. I want to make sure I line it up to go pretty much. I go shorter. When you're cutting the tip, guys, I would go instead of this long, go a little shorter. That would be my recommendation. I think I went a little too big. Now this time I'm just gluing. You can see I'm just gluing all the way around. And I'm lining it up before I press down, kind of with where I think I'm going to want to go, okay? Again, it's glue. You can still move it if you need to. But see, is this not the cutest thing you've seen? I just think it's simply adorable. I loved it. Fluff that out. Look at that. Now we want to add some. What do we got to add now? We have to add the. It probably would be harder if I'd wait longer, but I'll show you on a day after it's like sat. So now what are we going to do? We're going to add our greenery, okay? So you can add your greenery wherever you want. And remember, leaves are not perfect, so just there's that, you know. It doesn't have to be perfect. See? You can put it like this and let it fold down. You can add it to here. You can add it to the end so that it kind of shows like so. Wherever you want to add your greenery. I probably should have did my leaves a little bigger. So we'll add them like, you're not going to see this. We'll add them kind of to the end of it. Like that, so they just kind of stick out at the end. See? What do you think? It's a sunflower. I'll show you, ouch, ouch, ouch. I'll show you a picture later when it like totally dries. But again, this is where you want to fluff this. I should have let it dry longer, but I didn't. So there, see the green? But isn't that super cute? So again, cut those. This is my first one. I'm doing this live. This is the first one I've made. I've just watched it made once. I watched it like a year ago. I rewatched it today and then did this. Now I kind of want some more green right here. because this one I didn't come out with far enough. So I'm going to put it right here. Turn that off. And look, wouldn't that be super cute on a project? So I hope you'll go make yourself a sunflower. Here's my sunflower, and I'll post a picture of it. There it is. What do you think? We can put it in my hair. A little big. There it is, guys. Have a great evening.